A season-long journey follows a path to greatness. A destination. A dream. A quest for excellence. It's your time. A time to compete for a place in Nebraska sports history. Great moments are earned here. Play like a champion. Welcome to the NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships on NET.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2013 NSAA Girls Basketball Tournament. And this evening in the Class B championship final, it's the Northwest Lady Vikings taking on the Norris Titans. Welcome back, everybody. Along with Trudy Nolan, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us here for the Class B State Championship. A couple of relative newcomers to the title game. Northwest has been here before, but back in 1982, Norris has never made it to the state championship. Northwest and Norris should be a good one. They both pulled out big upsets yesterday. Let's start with Northwest.
They did. They had great wins yesterday. And for Northwest, they have Mackenzie Brown. She's a guard that had 22 points on Thursday and 20 points last night. Along in those 20 points, she had 4 threes to keep Grand Island Northwest in that semifinal game. Norris has a great inside play with Casey Holand. She had 20 points last night, and she had some big free throws in that overtime to give Norris that win over Beatrice. As you said, these two teams had great wins last night in the semifinals. They have never played one another. A great matchup here for the Class B title.
Well, everybody's heard of Seward and Beatrice in Class B. Maybe they expected that tonight. These two teams upset those two teams. Class B State Championship coming up next on NET.
Texting, turn it off. If driving isn't worth your full attention, what is? A safety reminder from your Nebraska Department of Roads.
High school's almost over. Now what? I wish I knew what to do, or even what I can do. I know I want something more. Something I can be proud of. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. I'm Andy Kendi. It's the Norris Titans taking on the Northwest Vikings. An interesting storyline to take into consideration tonight. Northwest head coach is Mike Hertzberg. He coached boys at Aurora for 13 years. Never made it to the state final. Made it to the state tournament, but never to the final. Now in his first year with the Vikings, his Northwest girls are right here playing for a state championship. Time to listen up to the starting lineups. It's time to go over to the public address announcer, Doc Weiniger.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2013 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize the association's corporate sponsors, U.S. Bank, U.S. Cellular, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Farmers Insurance, the United States Air Force, and Baden Sports. And now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for the 2013 Class B State Championship game. Tonight's game features the Northwest High School Vikings versus the Titans of Norris High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in tonight's game. First, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Northwest Vikings. Number 4, Rachel Finney. Number 20, Hannah Rathke. Number 21, Laura Springer. Number 24, Alyssa Fisher. Number 25, Aaron Schleicher. Number 31, Allie Beckman. Number 32, Kennedy Kieser. Number 35, Shelby Shocker. And number 44, Aubrey Fisher. And now, the non-starters for the home team, the Norris Titans. Number 10, Kelly DeBoer. Number 12, Emma Ehrman. Number 14, Maddie Gable. Number 21, Mackenzie Allen. Number 22, Cassie Dauber. Number 30, Andrea Jameson. Number 32, Shaylina Brown. Number 34, Elizabeth Eamon. And number 42, Corey Baird. And now, the starting lineup for the Northwest Vikings. A 5'10" senior number 3, Kaylee Warner. A 5'11" junior number 10, Katie Plackey. A 5'6" junior number 12, Aaron Sorahan. A 5'11" junior number 23, Mackenzie Brown. A 5'9" senior number 33, Morgan Westfall. Head coach for the Vikings is Mike Hersberg, assisted by Jess Topel, Denise Coughlin, Jen Burba, and Andrea May. And now, the starting lineup for the Norris Titans. A 5'7" senior, number 11, Alex Bryant. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Hannah Hofler. A 6'2" junior, number 25, Casey Holland. A 5'8" sophomore, number 35, Kylie Holland. And a 6'1" senior, number 40, Bridget Bucher. Head coach for the Titans is Mark Hagerman, assisted by Lisa Brown and Scott Harrington. Tonight's game officials are Lance Smith, Sylvester Thomas, and Chris Van Meter. The bench official is Nick Johansson. And now, ladies, let's play basketball.
So the Norris Titans coming in at 19-6. The Northwest Lady Vikings at 22-3. It's been a record-setting season for the Lady Vikes of Northwest. Norris Titans is located just south of Lincoln, Nebraska, just south here of the Bob Devaney Sports Center. 19-6 on the year. Northwest at 24-3 out of Grand Island. This is how they got here to the championship showdown. Norris knocked off Gretna and Beatrice, pulled the upset against the favorite and number 1 team and seed. And Northwest beating Seward in the semifinals, ending that 4-year run of Blue Jay championships in Class B. So we will have a new title holder here in Class B, thanks to the upset that was pulled when Seward went down in the semis. It was a great game, too.
It was a good game, and you know, these guys are coming in, and they're both coming in on the, we've talked already this state tournament on wild cards, both of them are. You know, both teams are going to play man-to-man defense, probably both teams full court man-to-man defense.
Inside to Holland, it goes off of the fingertips of Northwest and out of bounds. It will stay with the Titans. There's a look at head coach Mike Hersberg in his first season, 22-3. You heard Andy Kindy say he Coached for 13 years at Aurora, didn't make it to a title game, and here in his first year at Northwest, he leads the ladies down here to Lincoln. Three on the way, the back of the rim, it's off, rebound. Comes down to Casey Holen. Alex Bryant now with it up top. Out of Bucher, who looks inside, tries to find Holen. Left-handed dribble by Bucher, and she's, nope, travel before the hand hit. So the turnover by the Titans.
You know, it's nice for both teams they haven't played each other all year, so it's nice to have a different team, especially Norris. They've played Gretna and Beatrice so much this year, and that's who they got in the state tournament as their first and second round.
Good rebound by Holen. Offensively, you will see Norris attack inside frequently, the foul before the shot, so no shot. Morgan Westphal picks up her first foul. Inside to Holen. Now off the dribble, here comes Hopler. Hopler drives in and she is fouled. Second foul quickly on Morgan Westphal. And that'll put Westphal at the line. Sorry, that will put Norris at the line. And Hannah Hopler, the senior, 5'8" guard. She's had a very productive state tournament, 13 points in the opening round. She had 9 points in the semifinal. First free throw was good, second one on the way, and that's also good. So Norris on top here early, 2-zip. Lady Vikes have some terrific guards. Not afraid to shoot the three. They love to drive, score in transitions, a bonus. You see them drive and kick there. Three is off. Pushed out to Alex Bryant. Alex drives in and traveled. Drug that back foot off the jump stop.
You know, Kaylee Warner did a good job of getting back there on defense. Last night, she got into a little foul trouble and had to sit out for a little bit, and Northwest was lacking that defense a little bit from her at that point.
Ball goes inside, the turnaround in the paint, not good. Rebound by Schleicher, and Schleicher called for the travel inside on the spin move. So some early feeling out period here in Class B.
You know, just first couple minutes, getting used to the game here, getting used to everything. A little bit of nerves in the final game.
Three on the way, that's off. Rebound out to Warner. Warner will push it up the floor. Here's Mackenzie Brown. Mackenzie Brown, one of the scorers, or maybe the scorer on this Northwest team. Brown driving in, and the foul called before the shot on Casey Holen. So Holen picks up her first foul.
As I mentioned earlier, you know, Mackenzie had 4 3-pointers last night, but she does a good job of both on the outside and driving to the basket to get her points.
Long three on the way by Mackenzie Brown off the front of the rim. Pushed ahead to Bridget Bucher. Bucher loses it. Kylie Holen drives, and the foul will be called on Aaron Schleicher. Schleicher picks up her first.
Here's another look at that. Mackenzie Brown tried to knock that out. Unfortunately, it went right back to a Titan that took it right up for the basket.
Holen had 9 points in the semifinals to help lead them in that win. Big win over Beatrice. What a close game that was late. Went into overtime. Norris had a chance to win it in regulation. Nice dish to Katie Plotke.
You think you're going to see that a lot from Grand Island Northwest. They do a lot of back cuts to the basket against that man-to-man defense.
A motion offense inside the bucket. Tough shot by Casey Holen. If she puts it in, lead back to 2. Kinsey Brown driving in. Trying to clear out a travel on Schleicher. Aaron Schleicher, just a sophomore. You know, we just finished with a game in which a team had a lot of players that won a state volleyball championship in Kearney Catholic. Got the same here with the Northwest Lady Vikes. Kinsey Brown was a starter on that volleyball team. With a leaner by Bucher. And Norris extends that lead to 4. Kinsey Brown, an outstanding volleyball player in just her junior year. On the drive, the foul. Like it was on Casey Holen. We'll see the call. If so, that would be her second, and it is. So Casey Holen picks up making her first personal foul. Kylie Holen had the other. So one for Kylie, one for Casey.
You know, in their first round game, though, Casey did get into foul trouble on their first round game against Gretna. But, you know, Norris was able to hold on to that without her on the inside, though.
Three on the way by Emma Armand. That's off.
As you look at both teams, you know, we're looking at lots of young players here, players that will be back. A lot of juniors, sophomores. Erin on the Titans, she's only a 9th grader.
Brown gets the rebound, steps out behind the arc and takes it herself and buries it. First 3 for Mackenzie Brown, the leading scorer for Northwest, averaging nearly 20 a game. Goes back in, that's swatted away by Aaron Schleicher. And Arathke now in the game. There's a look at Mark Hagerman. Coach Hagerman in his 12th year at Norris.
Again, Northwest staying in that tough man-to-man defense. Norris trying to get inside there to Casey. She tries to post up down there.
Looking inside, will pull up and fire. The 3 is Hoefler. That's off. All even at 6 as we're inside 3 minutes left in this first period of play. Titans finished the season with a couple of losses. Making a loss to Beatrice. Foul underneath. Substitutions in the game for both teams. Coming in is Aaron Sorahan for Northwest. Three on the way. Sorahan got it from the corner. The junior Aaron Sorahan, who averages 8 a game, puts in the 3. She's had a nice state tournament, 10 in the first round, 18 in the second. Great spin move underneath by Bridget Bucher. Bucher's also been effective. She's being recruited by some of the GPAC and Doane College in her senior year. No travel called. Dribble by Bryant. Bryant has it swatted away. Good save by Brown. And Mackenzie Brown will bring it up for the Lady Vikes. And she'll fire up another three off the front of the rim. Long rebound comes out to Holen. Holen will push the pace. Good pass from Holen to Hannah Hopler, trailing the play, and Hopler puts it in. Norris back up by 1.
And Hopler does a great job of attacking the basket in that way.
Blocked. Went on the ground and tied up. Hopler did a nice job on the block. Ball went to the ground, was tied up with Rathke and Holen. And it will stay with Northwest. Back into the game for the Titans is Casey Holen. Also coming in is Mackenzie Allen. So inside a minute to go, first period. Mackenzie Brown bails herself out of trouble. She picked up her dribble along the baseline.
Almost came back against her though, because I don't think it went off the ref also.
Right. Brown steps back. That shot is off. Rebound to Sorahan, and the foul. Foul called on Alex Bryant, her first personal foul. And so Aaron Sorahan, the junior, will go to the line. Sorahan had a terrific game against Seward, as that doesn't quite roll over the front of the rim. She had 18 points in that win over Seward.
You know, the other difference that can make is both of these teams had big games last night, tough games last night. Taking that energy, you got to come back with that full set, you know, of energy tonight too in the championship game.
Inside, and Holen cleans up. Casey Holen with the bucket. She leads this team with 12 a game. And the travel called again on Schleicher. 6-0 Norris run. And another turnover gives it back to the Titans. Good pass inside. Was off of the hands of Bucher and out of bounds. So with 7 seconds left here in this first period of play, Northwest will try to get off the final shot. It'll be Mackenzie Brown driving in. Off the glass, can't get it to go, and that will do it. So 8 minutes in the books. Norris on top of Northwest, 12-9 in the Class B state championship. Second period action coming your way on NET.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Time Warner Cable is dedicated to the future of our nation's children. That's why we've launched our Connect a Million Minds initiative. We're asking adults to help us inspire kids through science, technology, engineering, and math. And we're achieving this through local partnerships with FIRST. Across the country, Time Warner Cable employees are helping bring FIRST robotics competitions to the areas we serve. The future of our nation and our children depends on math, science, and technology. Visit connectamillionminds.com to find out what you can do.
We're back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Trudy Nolan, Andy Kindy. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us as we get set for second quarter action. Titans on top of the Vikings. It's 12-9, and we were just commenting in the break that, you know, Northwest has had a terrific year. Obviously 24-3 in the state championship, but in terms of breaking records, they've set 5 or 6 new school records in basketball, and they're doing it in here despite the loss of Kennedy Keyser. Keyser was a key part of this team just a few weeks ago, who went down in the district final.
Yeah, you know, and we're looking at the same defenses. They both have played man-to-man, but we're looking at two different types of offense philosophies. You know, Norris is looking on the inside. They got their 2 players on the inside. Northwest right now is without their inside players, so they're looking on the outside for their offensive game.
Nice job by Alex Bryant there. She was trapped up top, drove through the double team, knew she had numbers, got it to Booker, who finished. Rebound. Ball still loose, picked up by Norris. And hopefully we'll slow it down with the 5-point lead. Keyser, one of their leading scorers who went down, averaged nearly 8 a game for her ACL in that district final. Hate to see those kind of injuries. Foul on Mackenzie Brown, so she picks up her first personal foul.
You know, you do, and probably it took a lot of pressure off Mackenzie Brown because they could do kind of an inside out with, you know, Kennedy. Well, now without having that inside play as much, it puts a little more pressure on just getting open on the outside for Mackenzie.
So Booker at the line. Try to make the second half, and she does. Drives inside, and it's blocked out of bounds. On the shot by Sorahan, good block. Kylie Holan, one more look.
You know, we've talked about during the day with teams' losses, and as you look at these guys, Northwest has lost theirs. It's Seward and Holdridge, both of those teams we saw here at the state tournament. Norris lost to Beatrice twice and then got them last night in the semifinals. But it's hard to beat a team, you know, 3 times.
Turnover by Northwest. Norris quickly up the floor. They get it inside. Casey Holan can't finish. Rebound to Northwest. Katie Pocky with the rebound. The 3 is off. Mackenzie Brown tackled on her way to the ball. Three on the way, and it's good. Got it. 3-pointer by Kylie Holan. The sophomore buries the 3 and extends that lead to 9.
Right now, offensively, Norris is really on a run. A good timeout by Mike Herzberg. I think, you know, they're stuck here on 9 right now, Northwest is, and they cannot quite get in the flow of things. It makes a difference when Norris is man-to-man, not giving that outside shot that Mackenzie Brown likes on the outside.
Well, we're in the Class B state championship. Let's do a quick flashback and look at the 2012 Class B title game.
Beatrice was the only obstacle that stood in the way of Seward and their 4th state title in last year's Class B state championship. Beatrice came out ready and held the Blue Jays in check in the first half. The Lady Orange were led by Jill Faxon, who scored 12 points and had 8 rebounds on the night. Star Alicia Armstrong was held to just 6 points due to a tough Seward defense. Beatrice went into halftime trailing just 21-18. The Lady Orange would get no closer in the second half. Courtney Zagina led Seward with 15 points on the night. Her effort was accompanied by Beth Boslavsky, who scored 11 points to go along with 9 rebounds. The Seward Blue Jays defeated the Lady Orange of Beatrice 46-35, pushing their winning streak to 101 games while capturing their 4th consecutive state title.
It was a 4-peat, and those 2 teams were playing these 2 teams in the semifinals yesterday, and it was Norris and Northwest coming out on top of Beatrice and Seward, respectively. Let's go over to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, Larry, you know, for Norris, they have a sister act, and Casey, number 25, and Kylie Holan. Casey's a junior, Kylie's a sophomore. Talked to Casey yesterday. She says she's savoring every moment playing with her sister, saying they used to play in the backyard. Talking about pretending to play in the state tournament as kids, and now the Holan sisters making that dream into a reality as they lead by 9.
How many times did we do that in the backyard, huh? 3, 2 for the state championship, 1. You missed it, you just did it again. A little different back
Always
then.
gets to shoot again.
That's right.
And then say your name really loud like they do on the announcements.
That's right. 18-9 Norris. Northwest needing to get something going. Strong to the basket goes Shelby Shocker. And Shelby will go to the line now to shoot 2 on the foul by Bridget Bucher.
And right there is a look at how Shelby was taking it in there. That's probably what they need to do. Mix it up a little bit, take it in, drive it into the basket rather than standing on the outside, trying to get those outside perimeter shots at this point.
First one good by Shocker. Second one rattles out. The lead now 8, 18-10. There's baseline, good pass inside, Holand. Right back up by Bucher, and she's fouled. Good strong offensive rebound by Bridget Bucher. The foul called on Mackenzie Brown. That is Mackenzie's second foul, and she cannot afford to get into foul trouble. Rattles out.
Bridget Bucher does a nice job because she plays a lot inside, but she can also go on the outside as a big girl as well.
Foul on the rebound. I believe they'll call that on Bucher. If so, that's her second. 4-0 on the foul. It is Bridget Bucher. She's the first with 2 fouls for the Titans. Brown looks inside, good pass to Warner. Goes off of Norris and out. It will stay with the Lady Vikings. Those records we talked about for the Lady Vikings this year, they broke or set new school records for points in a game. They had 93 in one game. Most points in a quarter at 30. Most 3-pointers in a game at 14. They could use a little of that today. And then Mackenzie Brown broke the 1,000-point barrier for her career. First ever Lady Viking to break the 1,000-point barrier in her career. And there were others. Free throw percentage. Most wins. Scoring average offensively. All new records set this year under first-year head coach Mike Hersberg. You think he's doing a nice job?
Coming in, doing a great job. Making it to the state final, I think they probably can't ask for much more than that.
Administration's thinking, we're sure glad you came over from wherever it is you came from. Aurora, correct?
Aurora.
You have 13 years at Aurora. Look one more time at that last 3 by the Titans.
Good shot there by Kylie Holand. You know, there's that sister thing that Andy was talking about. One's on the outside, one's on the inside.
Drives into the lane, does Brown. Off the glass, and Mackenzie Brown with 2.
And Northwest can do a good job of driving to the basket also with those back cuts on that man-to-man offense.
All tipped around and taken away by Brown. Kicked outside, wide open 3 by Plackey, and she's got it. Katie Plackey with the 3-pointer. Coach says she can do it all. Shoot the 3, drive, rebound. Coach says she's just having an outstanding junior year. And the travel. So here's the opportunity for the Lady Vikings to get back in it.
You know, the same kind of thing happened, you know, last night as well when they were with Grand Island Northwest, just kind of hanging right in there, never really stretching their lead out, but just hanging right there, which is what they're doing right now with Norris, just hanging right there, not letting Norris take over at any point.
It looked like they were trying to run a set play there for Plackey, coming off that three-pointer that she hit. She flashed high off the screen, and defender fought through it and kept her from getting it off. So nearing that 2-minute mark here in the first half of play. Tipped away, and Mackenzie Brown steals it away. Gets it in the hand of Sorhan. Aaron Sorhan with the lay-in is missed. And the foul called on Mackenzie Brown. Big third foul on Brown, and she will now have an opportunity. Oh, I'm sorry, 25. It was Stryker with the foul. Or was it? Yep, it was. It was called on Mackenzie Brown, so that is her third. Thought when the official signaled over to the bench, he signaled 25, but not. It was 23, Mackenzie Brown. She has 3 personal fouls.
Yeah, and that can make a huge difference. In some of the games we've seen today, you know, Lincoln Southeast have made a little bit of a, they stayed right there, but that can make a huge difference when your leading scorer has to sit out. Right now, Mike Hertzberg is hoping to get to half at 4 would be great.
Back into the game is Kylie Holen, number 35 for the Norris Titans. Plackey pulls it down, close to the guard. She'll drive into the lane. And it will be waved off, foul before the shot. Although I think he thought about it.
He did think about it, I think, but this is what Katie Plackey now with Mackenzie Brown on the bench. She's going to have to kind of take over with the points here.
Katie Plackey at the line. Shot is off, tipped around, a rebound to Warner, who puts it back up, can't get it. Again by Plackey, and Plackey puts it in. Good offensive work there on the boards for the Lady Vikes. 21-19.
It's been a good stretch here. You know, Northwest is on a 5-0 run. It was 21-14. They've closed it in.
3 on the way is just off. Rebound underneath to Holen. Stripped out of Holen's hands by Plackey and out of bounds. It will stay with the Titans. Bridget Bucher now back into the game with 2 fouls for the Titans. Inside 1 minute to go before half. And 1 opportunity for the Titans. Bridget Bucher with a great move, and the foul called.
Here's another look at her nice move and lay in there off the glass.
And it's good. 3-point play converted. 24-19. 5-point lead. That was lost the ball on the drive, did Sorhan. And another opportunity for the Titans to extend that lead before half. Up by 5.
It is a good chance, and Mark over there for Norris is yelling, just be patient. He wants a good shot here right before half.
Good drive, and the foul goes hard into contact. The foul called on Aaron Schleicher. That's Schleicher's 2nd personal foul. So Westfall, Schleicher both have 2. Mackenzie Brown with 3 for the Lady Vikes. To the line goes Hannah Hofler. Into the game is Elizabeth Amon.
And Mackenzie Brown came back in. We have about 12 seconds here. But I'm sure they're looking now, they need an offensive play right before half to get a bucket.
Here's Brown back in the game. And the shot was blocked. And that's where we'll head to halftime. Norris Titans on top by 6, 25-19 in the Class B state championship. Vikes tried to get that last second shot off, but it was blocked, and Norris has the lead. And now with the head coach of the Northwest Lady Vikes, let's go over to Andy Kendi.
All right, with head coach Mike Hertzberg. Mike, you guys are down 9. You make a little run there to get back in, and what was the difference there down the stretch of the second quarter?
Well, they did a great job at the free throw line all night. They've made every free throw that they've taken almost, and we missed a couple free throws, and they've had about everything go right for them. So there's a 16 minutes left, and we're going to keep battling, and we can shoot threes, we can score in a hurry, so we're by no means out of the game.
What is the message then to the girls to keep their heads up that the deficit is 2 3-pointers away?
Yeah, we're in fine shape. I mean, I know we're behind, and that hasn't been happened a lot this year, but we just got to keep playing. We got in some foul trouble early with our bigs, and they did a good job of attacking the basket. So we'll come out and compete hard for 16 minutes, and if we get into our groove, you know, I like our chances down the stretch.
We've seen you the last couple of days score in a hurry, so good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you very much.
All right, the Northwest trailing 25-19 at the break. Larry?
All right, thanks, Andy. We are at halftime of the Class B championship. It is Norris on top of Northwest, 25-19. Halftime continues in just a moment.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
At the Aurora Cooperative, we're continually driven by what's next in agriculture. So we're dedicated to being your first resource for world-class agronomy, grain storage and marketing, high-performance feeds, and energy. Driven by our vision to be financially strong, innovative, independent, locally owned. You're driven by the opportunities that exist. We're driven to help you make the most of them, now and for the next generation. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
NET Sports coverage of the 2013 NSAA State Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by the Aurora Cooperative, innovative, financially strong, committed to the communities we serve. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Welcome back to the Devaney Center, where Norris leads Northwest 25-19 in the Class B state championship game. Hello again, everybody. Andy Kendi alongside Deborah Velder. She's the Associate Director of the NSAA. And Deborah, one of many, many duties that you have is you're in charge of the speech championships. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, how many students are involved and how many schools participate?
I'd be happy to. Well, first of all, the state speech championships that will conclude the 21st and 22nd in Kearney will be the conclusion of our state championship series here this winter. And we will contest that out in Kearney at the University of Nebraska Kearney with close to 200 schools participating, qualifying, and close to 1,000 students over the 2 days.
And they have to qualify just like any other sport, correct?
That's correct. There are 9 events in speech, and we have qualifiers in each event for each class that come to Kearney to contest.
And what in this year's championship, what do you look for? You said 9 different categories, so give us an idea of what makes a good person at giving a good orator.
Okay, well, it depends on the event that you're in. You know, if you're an oral interpretation of drama, you're looking for some good interpretive act that they are bringing the intent of the author through their interpretations. And duet acting, it gives them the opportunity to do a little bit of acting and taking a cutting from a play and bringing that to life as well. We have extemporaneous speaking, which is a current event type event where they draw current topics, and then they go and they research those within a 30 to 60-minute period and have to present that to the judge and basically judge on their confidence and their content and their knowledge of the question that they drew. We also have serious and humorous prose, entertainment, informative, and poetry. So there's
like a lot.
Great selection, and anyone can find an event that they enjoy.
And it's not just individuals, there's a team title too, much like wrestling you mentioned?
Yes, that's true. Individuals will earn medals for places, but then they receive team points as well. The team points go to a team champion, and we have an overall championship in all 6 classes.
And it's going to be webcasted this year, correct?
Yeah, the awards ceremony is going to be webcast. NET comes out and provides that opportunity to everyone across the state so they can see how everyone has done. And then they also produce a program of the best of speech competitors after the fact.
If there's one thing that maybe people at home don't realize about the speech program and how you can get involved, what do you think that stands out? Do you think people realize how big of a deal this is?
Well, for the schools that participate, the kids that have participated, and the communities that take part in it, they understand it's a very integral part of the educational component within their schools. The kids can develop the same type of qualities in participating in speech as they can in activities. There's sportsmanship, there's competitiveness, there's ethics, there's equity, everything that they need to take with them in life.
And that's outstanding. Deborah Velder, she's the NSAA Associate Director in charge of the Speech Championship. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Norris is leading Northwest 25-19. We're back with more in the Class B Championship after this.
This was a scary moment for Elliott Sadler and everyone at Richard Petty Motorsports. Thankfully, the folks at NASCAR have taken every precaution to ensure the safety of our drivers. And I hope you do the same thing when you get in your car. The Department of Transportation says distracted drivers are 4 times more likely to be in a serious accident. Buckle up, watch the road, and please do not text and drive. It could be the last text you ever send. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Healthcare reform is bringing change.
But one thing that won't change is our commitment to you.
We're Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
And you can count on us.
You can count on us to be there when you need us.
We'd like to say we have the good life in our state. And for more than 40 years, Nebraska Public Power District has kept the good life running smoothly for Nebraskans. We are driven to go above and beyond with a spirit to provide reliable, affordable electricity with outstanding customer service each and every day. Because in the end, we want to make the good life better for all. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Back at the Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, Class B State Championship. It's Norris on top of Northwest 25-19 at the half. And really, it was Norris getting out to that quick start early on. And Northwest has just been playing catch-up, trying to find ways to score and stay in it, down by 6 here at the break.
Yeah, they are. And, you know, one of the keys for Norris is they have kept Mackenzie Brown to just 5 points in the first half. The other thing is our shooting percentage. You know, Northwest is at 26% right now. Norris is at 50%, right, making a huge difference on the outcome. But Northwest is sticking right in there, you know. They got into a little bit of foul trouble. Mackenzie Brown did. That can make a change on how you're playing in your game as well. Here's a nice, layup there by Katie Plocky. And then on the outside also with Erin Sarahan for a 3. And then another outside shot by Katie for a 3. So she's kind of doing an inside and outside game, kind of taking what McKinsey is not able to do at this point.
Norris Titans, they want to run a half-court offense, get it inside, and they've been very effective at doing that.
They really have, and Bridget Booker has done a very good job on the inside with rebounds and taking it in. Also on the outside, Hannah Hoffler has done a great job of shooting on the outside as well. I'm sure that, Mike Herzberger is hoping Grand Island can come out and have a little bit of a better shooting percent the second half here.
Take a look at the stats, and you see the big stat that you talked about is the field goal percentage, 26% for Northwest. They've taken 27 shots. Norris has only taken 18, but Norris has made more than Northwest.
Yeah, because if you look at everything else, it's pretty even. Yeah. It's just that shooting percent. And you know what? You can't quit shooting. You got to keep shooting.
Well, that's what I hear.
So,
yeah.
Those people that are good shooters, if they're in a slump, we always just said, just keep shooting. They're going to fall.
I mean, I suppose you could quit shooting. It probably wouldn't do you a lot of good, but I suppose you could if you really wanted to. We're at halftime of the Class B State Championship. Norris, Northwest, second half coming up on NET.
I had 29 students in my class.
We've been together since kindergarten.
High school, 4 years of growing up.
Growing together. Senior year.
I am done with school.
I'm invincible.
They don't understand me.
Forget about it. Let's have fun.
I had 29 students in my class.
Growing more with less is the mantra of Nebraska's corn farmers, and they're using incredible technology to do it. Soil moisture monitors let them know when their crop needs water and how much. GPS systems eliminate overlaps in the field, saving fuel and money. New hybrids reduce the use of pesticides and increase yields. When you're talking new technology and innovation, Nebraska corn farmers are all ears. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
Interview. NET Sports coverage of the 2013 NSAA State Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes. By the Nebraska Corn Board and Nebraska's corn farmers, growing more with less through sustaining innovation at nebraskacorn.org. And by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska. Right there. One less thing to worry about. Nice halftime performance by both cheer squad and dance squad from Northwest and the Norris Titans. Andy Kindig just moments ago chatted with the head coach for the Norris Titans, Mark Hagerman.
All right, Norris leads Northwest 25-19 with Mark Hagerman, the head coach of the Norris Titans. Coach, what's the difference in the first half so far?
I think the first half difference right now is that we're staying aggressive offensively, attacking the basket, finding their shooters on defense. I know we've given up a couple threes, but we got to find them, know where they're at, keep attacking the basket.
Still a long way to go, though, right?
Yeah, we're halfway home like we told the kids. Now we got to finish.
Good luck in the second half,
thank
Coach.
you.
Good luck. Larry, back to you.
Gotta finish. That's the key. So Norris on top, 25-19. Beginning third period action here. Boy, good pass over to Plackey, who puts it in. Nice ball movement.
Yeah, very good pass from Westfall over there. That's kind of what they needed to get this going right away. Something inside, get their offense going, get that percent back up.
And inside, it's Bridget Booker. And Booker with the bucket. Extends it back to 6. Shot is just off. Booker with the rebound.
As the Norris, Coach Mark said, if you want to attack that basket, they're going to do it from the very beginning. Right away, they did there with Booker.
Warner Pushing it up the floor. Here's Mackenzie Brown. Brown will drive to the basket. Doesn't get the roll. The rebound to Hannah Hofler. State championships here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center as they begin to transition this venue into a primarily a volleyball venue next year. The state high school basketball championships moving over across the street to the new arena. This will still be used for basketball, primarily the Thursday, Friday games here at the Devaney Center. Still to be decided by the Board of Control for the NSAA, but we know things will be changing, and at least Saturday's day-long championships will be moving away from the Devaney Center to the Pinnacle Bank Arena in downtown Lincoln. Beautiful new facility for Nebraska basketball and other events here in the capital city. Timeout called by Northwest head coach Mike Hersberg here early on as Norris has extended it out to a 9-point lead, 30-21. Well, this NSAA championship game is also being carried live online, so you can get access to it wherever you have access to the internet, whether it's your computer, your tablet, smartphone. Just go to netnebraska.sports, and you can enjoy all of this championship action online. If you know somebody who's maybe not in the state of Nebraska but would love to watch this state championship game, give them a call. Let them know to log on to netnebraska.org/sports and watch the game live online. Actually, let's go over to Annie Kendi, who's somewhere in the stadium.
I'm right behind the Northwest bench, Larry, and they have something interesting. They have an iPad that they keep real-time stats, so the head coach can look at real-time statistics as the game's in progress. Andrea May is one of the assistants. She's in charge of punching in the data. She's standing right in front of me and very focused. She says she's never made a mistake, guys.
That's what she says, right? I want a couple of those iPad things. All that new fancy talk. From outside the arc, the shot up and good, buried by Mackenzie Brown. Brown, if she starts to warm up, Northwest could get back in a hurry. And there's that iPad, keeping score, stat tracking, instantaneous reports. We live in a data world now, don't we? It's all about the data. What kind of data can you pull? What's the data tell us? Data says right now it's 30-24, Norris on top.
I'm sure that Coach Hersberg didn't like the data that he saw at halftime with their 26% field goal percentage.
That's what he said. I think you did something wrong with that data. He said, I've never made a mistake, Coach. 30-26 now off the bucket. Back to within 4 is Northwest.
Northwest now has changed to a 1-3-1 defense, mixing it up just a little bit. Had some people a little bit in foul trouble playing man, so now going to try to zone there.
Emma Ehrman back into the game for the Norris Titans. Also coming in, Kaylee Warner for the Vikes. And that is an unfortunate offensive foul, and right away Mackenzie Brown picks up foul number 4. Oh, I'm sorry. They called it on 33. Morgan Westphal away from the ball. I thought they had called it on the ball. So thankfully, says Mackenzie Brown, I did not pick up my 4th foul. I am still okay. And quit scaring the people back in Grand Island. Duly noted, thank you. 30-26. Warner up top. 3 on the way off the front of the rim, no good. Comes back out to Warner. Off the hand of Norris Titans. Kylie Holan trying to get a hand on it, off of her hand, out, stays with the Vikes.
You know, that's one of the things Coach Hagerman said is They need to know where Northwest is. Where is Mackenzie Brown on that 3? Because if she gets it and you're not on her, she is going to shoot that 3.
Driving in, a little too close under the basket, but cleaned up. Still can't get that to go. The rebound and put back up, and good by Andrea Jamison. First time we've called her name. Jamison with the bucket. Brown looks inside. Tipped away again, so that Norris defense stepping up one more time. Kylie Holan tries to go back to Bucher. It was taken away. Brown the other way. Back and forth now. On the way, Brown is off. Well, Mackenzie Brown will not stop shooting it, which is a good thing for Northwest. If she begins to warm up or heat up, down by 6, they can get back in a hurry.
Yeah, right now they're trying to just contain Norris on the outside, double it down there on the low post with that 1-3-1 defense.
Good ball movement, looking for the open shot, and they found it and got it and put it down. Alex Bryant, the senior, averages 7 a game. She's being recruited by Doane. Team leader in 3-point field goals this year, and she knocked a big one down there. One more look at that 3 by Alex Bryant.
And that's a good take on the outside, and that's what can hurt, you know, when Northwest, when they switch to a zone, if Norris starts lighting it up on the outside.
Warner drives in. That'll go off of Norris and out. Stays with the Vikings. They're down by 9, an important possession here. Just kind of hang around with the Lady Vikes. Driving in. Can't get the shot to go.
You know, just when Northwest starts to make their run at him, Norris comes right back with those baskets. And there's Bucher on the inside making a nice move to the basket.
Right around the defender. He wasn't giving up any ground, and Bucher made it work. Lead now at 11. A little too strong by Mackenzie Brown. Coming into this Class B tournament, everybody assumed it was the Orangemen's to lose. Beatrice was the dominant team, and Norris last night with a tough one as they knock that down and extend the lead now to 14, 40-26. A 10-0 run by Norris. Right now, Northwest getting a little taste of Norris not going away. It's exactly what they did last night to Beatrice. Beatrice made a couple of big shots. You thought maybe Norris would go away, and they just hung around.
And then here's the shot on the side by the freshman Ehrman. You know, again, as we talked about, and you were saying, Larry, they just don't go away. Northwest makes a run at them, think that they're coming at them, and then Norris comes back with some inside, and now they're getting some outside shots. The 3s are falling for them. That could make a difference with Northwest making the change to the 1-3-1 zone.
Well, you might be surprised to learn this, but basketball is not the only thing you can see on NET tonight. On Austin City Limits, Georgia Jam Band Widespread Panic celebrates its 25th anniversary with songs from across their entire career. Don't miss the long-standing tradition of showcasing the best of original American music on Austin City Limits tonight, 11 Central, on NET1 and on NET HD. That's Widespread Panic, Andy Kindy's favorite band. Have that on good authority. 40-26, 14-point lead by Norris. 1:44 to go here in the third.
And this is a big possession for Northwest, because if they don't get it here and Norris gets a basket, they're just going to make that run, you know, at them. And so Northwest needs to get a bucket here. Norris has played good man-to-man defense, and it's frustrating, I think, Northwest a little bit. They're not quite able to get in the flow of the offense. Although there, they made a good pass inside to Mackenzie Brown, able to get the bucket. But they just haven't, Northwest just hasn't been able to get in their flow, and that's a good man-to-man defense. A nice pass in there, a good take-up by Mackenzie Brown on the inside.
And even on the good entry pass from Schleicher, it still took a nice play by Mackenzie Brown to keep it alive to get the entry pass. So nothing's coming easy for Northwest. Norris making them work for everything they get. 11-point lead, 40-29. Near the 1 minute mark of period number 3.
Yeah, it looks like now Northwest went back to man-to-man defense.
Ehrman dishes it off to Mackenzie Allen. Hannah Hopfler. Hannah Hopfler with the nice drive, and she gets the bucket. Schleicher kicks it out to Shocker. Shocker back inside. Here's Mackenzie Brown, and she'll draw the foul underneath.
So you can kind of see the change that Northwest has made offensively. They've always had Mackenzie Brown on the outside here shooting threes. Well, that's not opening up with that tight man-to-man defense. So now they're taking her on the inside, posting her up, which she's able to do. She's a strong, girl, able to post that up on the inside.
So Mackenzie Brown knocks down the first of 2 free throws. She has 12 on the night. Foul, by the way, called on Casey Holam. That's her second personal foul. Half minute to go here in period 3. Off the hands of Katie Plackey.
Now, as we saw in the Lincoln Southeast game with Jessica Shepard, she kind of had to hang back a little bit on defense. Mackenzie Brown is having to do the same exact thing here, at least probably until that 4th quarter.
Foul called underneath. Let's see who they call it on, because she drove right into Mackenzie Brown, who call it on 1-2. So Emma Ehrman with the foul. Aaron Sorahan, my apologies. Aaron Sorahan with the foul. And now Hannah Hopfler at the line. Second one good. Extending it to a 12-point lead inside 10 seconds. Boy, good. Nice dish and back cut. Warner put it in, and that will do it to end period number 3. A 10-point lead for the Norris Titans as we head to the 4th. 8 minutes to go in the Class B state championship.
Get involved in high school activities. For winter and spring championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
This isn't the sweet corn that humans eat. It's the field corn that most Nebraska farmers grow. And it satisfies the appetite of a growing world by providing livestock feed, renewable fuel, bioplastics, and much more. You can't eat field corn, but the economic impact of the billion bushels that Nebraska farmers grow each year is still pretty darn sweet. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center, along with Trudy Nolan. No, that's not Trudy. I'm Larry Putney. Trudy Nolan beside me. Andy Kinney somewhere out in the arena. I didn't know if maybe people misinterpreted what I was saying. I wanted to make sure. That might have been Andy Kinney, actually. We haven't seen Andy for a while. 43-33 as we start the 4th quarter.
This is going to be a big stop, Larry, for Northwest right here. We've talked about how Norris is just kind of, keeps pushing back. but Northwest was just hanging on. They were ahead. Norris was ahead 14. They cut it to 10. Now they come out. Norris gets a big basket underneath there.
Casey Holen inside. Extends that lead back to 12, 45-33. And the foul will be called on Kylie Holen, her second personal foul. Make it the third team foul on the Norris Titans. Neither team near the bonus, both teams with 3 team fouls. On the way, banked in up top from Katie Plackey. They don't ask how, they just ask how many. 45-36. Cuts it to 9. Another 3 on the way. The back of the rim, rebound to Holen inside. She goes off glass. Tipped around. And the Lady Vikes come down with it. Warner looking inside.
Northwest keeps that motion moving there.
Long three-pointer by Brown. Not good, and the rebound by Casey Holen. Ball kicked away, and on the turnover, Brown comes down with it. Back up top to Plackey, and they'll reset. 6:15 to go in the Class B state championship. Northwest trailing by 9. Norris has led nearly the entire way. Big wins by both of these teams to get here to this Class B championship. It was Northwest beating Seward yesterday. Norris beat Beatrice and a big three-pointer, and look out. If those start to rain in, we could get tight in a hurry. That 12-point lead in 2 possessions is cut to 6. 45-39. Mark Hagerman will stay calm and take a timeout to chat with his team.
And here's a look at that three-pointer by Westfall. That was a great shot for her. It's a great time to cut this lead to 6. 5.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. They have plenty of time to come back. Gonna have to step it up, on the defense. The hard part is Norris was hot on the outside, plus they have those inside players, both Holen and Bucher are on the inside. But Northwest is doing a good job now of cutting, making some things happen offensively as well.
There's Morgan Westfall, 2 for 3 from three-point range. 5 in the game. The threes by Westfall and Plackey have cut that lead back to 6. So the 30-second timeout by Mark Hagerman just to calm things down, let his team know we're still up by 6. Still in control here. Let's not panic. Let's not make silly mistakes. Let's go over to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, Larry, I just had a chance to listen in with Mark Hagerman in the Norris huddle the last 2 times they've had timeouts, and his theme was this: have quality possessions, stay on the attack, and get some stops. Pretty simple.
And very effective if you can get it done. Inside, Bucher drives hard, and the foul will be called, I believe, on Kaylee Warner. And it is, so Warner picks up the foul. Second foul on Warner. And Bucher's first one is good. 20 points on the night for Bucher.
She's had a good tournament. She had 8 points the first game and then 15 yesterday.
Slowly building on her performance.
Good hustle on there, getting down, getting the floor, getting on the floor to get the ball so that they can save it. Northwest keeps possession.
Mackenzie Brown drives in, kicks it back out. Long three on the way by Warner is off, tipped around, kept by Brown. Tries to bounce pass underneath. She might have thought about attacking the basket there. Good take back though by Warner. Make it Brown with the steal. Three on the way, rattles out, nearly knocked it down.
You can tell Mike Herzberg wanted that to go in. That could have made a huge difference, put it within 4 at that point.
Norris will take their time, run the offense. As Andy said, look for quality shots. And a travel called on Norris, so the turnover. Hope still alive for Grand Island Northwest.
You know, one thing that just has been true today, Larry, and makes it a lot of fun in these final games is it really isn't over until it's completely over. Right. All of these games, you know, are coming down. We don't know until, you know, towards the very end of the game. And right now, Northwest is not letting Norris just take this over.
Good drive to the basket by Plackey. She's knocked down a 3, draws the defense out. Goes strong to the basket. That'll put her at the line.
Here's another look at her drive to the basket, taking it in really strong. She's done both, take it in strong to the basket and shooting those threes on the outside.
Free throw good. They are now 6 of 11 from the line as a team, and they were outstanding at the line in the win against Seward. When they ended Seward's 4-year run last night, they were 21 of 24 from the free throw line. 21 of 24, which led to that win over Seward. Tonight, 6 of 11, make it 7 of 12 after the second make.
We talk about turnovers in a big game like this can make a difference. So can free throws. They can make a huge difference, not only at the end of the game, but throughout the whole game, it can make a difference.
Big turnover right there. So back-to-back Titan turnovers have given the Lady Vikes an opportunity. Back into the game is Bucher. Like maybe Mark Hagerman was going to give his starters a rest for that final stretch run. And after back-to-back turnovers, he said, all right, Bucher back in there. Holem back in there. Here we go. Mackenzie Brown looked inside. Skip pass over to Warner. Warner tries to go inside. And the foul will be called on Kylie Holen. So Holen picks up the foul. And that is the 5th team foul on the Norris Titans, and 4th on Kylie Holen. So Kylie Holen now with 4 fouls, and she'll have to be careful. Still in there. Long three on the way, that's blocked. Pulled down by Mackenzie Brown. Fortunate turn of events for the Lady Vikes, and we have a 3-point game. 46-43, nearing the 3-minute mark.
Northwest in their man-to-man defense, looking to double team there.
Emma Ehrman with the 3, doesn't go, but they get the long rebound. Alex Bryant has to come right back out to her. Here's Hofler, resets it up top with Ehrman. Skip pass across, now they'll keep moving it around the outside, looking for the quality shot. Stolen, taken away by Sorahan. Sorahan lays it in. We're within 1. 46-45. 2:20 to go in the Class B state championship.
Now you can hear Coach Herzberg over here yelling for that Westfall to back off, back off. They don't think they're going to take the shot out there. They're going to hold the ball out here. And that's how they made that steal in the last one, was to back off and look for the turnover.
3 on the way by Norris, off the front of the rim. Rebound to Werner, and Werner is fouled. 6th team foul. Foul on Bucher. Bridget Bucher picks up another foul.
Boy, I don't know. This looks like last night.
No kidding.
Playing all over again.
Late into the game, back and forth. And here we go again. The steal. All the way for Aaron Sorahan to lay it in and cut that lead to 1, 46-45. Then at the other end, They get the rebound and have the ball back. Down by 1. Northwest right now on a 12-1 run over the last 5:27. So the question, Trudy, is did Norris get too conservative too early?
Well, you know, it's a tough call. You shoot the outside shots and you make them, and you made a great choice, you know, as a coach. You take it to the basket, you make it the inside, you made a great choice. But if you shoot the outside ones and they don't go in, you made a bad choice. But you know what? They've been hot. Norris has been hot from the outside, and they've been doing well on the inside. So, you know, it's a give or take. Northwest has struggled offensively, and all of a sudden in the last 2 minutes, boom, here they come offensively. So, you know, I guess when you know the other team is struggling offensively, you can probably hold out for a while. But all of a sudden, Northwest has come up, made some huge baskets. And, you know, they made some adjustments where now Mackenzie Brown is not out here at the point. She's down low inside, and that's been a good adjustment for Northwest.
This is as close as the game has been since it was 10-9 in the first period. Northwest only had 2 leads at 9-6 and 9-8, and those were both in the first period. They are down 1 with the ball, and momentum is wearing black and gold right now. Mackenzie Brown with it. And the turnover on Brown. Warner and Brown. Warner thought she was staying. She went to cut on the back cut. Pass went up top.
And Mackenzie Brown knew. After it happened, she knew it was a bad pass, a bad decision. Well, you shake it off now, you go down and play defense, you get the ball back.
1:30 to go, 46-45. Inside, Bucher, foul. Bridget Bucher now will go to the line with a chance to extend it to a 3-point lead. Foul called on Morgan Westfall. Westfall's 4th personal foul. First one on the way, rattles out. Bucher's had a great night. 20 points for Bucher, 8 of 9 from the floor, and now 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Outstanding night for the senior forward for the Norris Titans. Goes inside, and 1 for Mackenzie Brown. Good dish inside. The bucket by Brown ties it up. Now she steps to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first period.
You know what? That's just a great look inside. That's a nice post up in the side, and then a nice left hand.
Free throw comes out long. We're all even. 14-2 run by Northwest over the last 6 minutes.
We're down to 1 minute, and the whole place is starting to stand up now. This is what we need in the championship game here at the state tournament.
47 all. 50 seconds to go. Mark Hagerman barking out the signals to his team. Bucher has 20 points on the night with it up top. Now to Hofler. Inside 40. Holland now with it up top. Guarded by Plackey. Ball goes on the ground. Ball is tied up, and it will go to Northwest. The Lady Vikes on the possession arrow will get the ball. .25 seconds left now. All even at 47. They'll get it to Brown. Thought about the step back 3. Now she'll go baseline. Brown drives in, tipped away. Rebound Westfall. Kicks it back up top, 10 seconds and a timeout. Mike Hersberg takes the quick timeout with 11.1 to go. 47-47, 11 seconds to go, and Mike Hersberg with a chance to draw up a play to take the lead and possibly win it.
And who do you think is going to get the ball?
I've got a guess.
Have a good one, too.
I think Norris has a guess, too.
I think they do
And
also.
if they overload, look out for somebody like Plackey or Westfall or even Schleicher.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Northwest might be looking to get it in, not to Mackenzie Brown, don't get it into her, but have her post up down there and to take it up and to get a foul drawn on her so that she can get to the free throw line. But you're right, Norris is talking right now. They know who the hot person is on Northwest right now, especially down low. They're talking about probably double teaming her, not letting her get the ball, possibly letting them take an outside shot because they haven't been real hot from the outside. It's been now down low.
Buzzer for the teams to return to the floor. Mike Herzberg has drawn up his plan. 47-47, 11.1 seconds left. Let's go to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, Larry, I was just listening in on the Mike Herzberg's huddle there, and obviously, you know, one of the focal points is Mackenzie Brown, but I think the timing of when they take the shot's important too, so they can get a second chance opportunity.
So look for him to put it up early in the clock. It comes in. Over and back is called. Over and back is called on Mackenzie Brown, and she can't believe it. Neither can Mike Herzberg. He wants to talk it over with the official. So it will be Norris Titans ball, 9.8 seconds left to go from midcourt.
You know, I think what Coach Herzberg was talking about, he was putting up a 3, and I think he's talking about 3 points have to be over to make it an over and back call at that point. You know, that's a tough call. That's always one that everybody was always yelling over and back, over and back.
Right.
And it's a very defined rule in basketball. But a lot of people think as soon as you go over, it's always over and back. And, you know, the rule is defined in there, but it can be also interpreted in a lot of different ways as well.
So now if you're Northwest, you shake it off and come back and play defense. If you're Norris, you've just been given an opportunity. Mark Hagerman with a chance to draw up a play to win a state championship, the first ever for the Norris Titans. First time ever in the state championship game for the Titans. And now a chance to win the school's first ever girls basketball title. 9.8 to go. Norris to inbound. Poland has it. She'll bring it up against Plackey. Poland drives in. Booker with the shot. And it will stay with the Titans. 2.2 and another timeout called by Mark Hagerman. So now what does he do with 2.2 left? Little right from underneath the basket. Good inbounds play drawn up here underneath by Hagerman.
You know what, I would assume that you're going to see either Booker or Holland come down to the low post. Maybe not start there, but start away from it and cut to that low post trying to get an open shot there. And also trying to draw the foul. I think that's what Booker was trying to do here. You know, and that's another tough situation in a game for officials too. A lot of times people will say, let the players either call the game that they're, you know, win or lose the game and not a foul on there. But always teams are trying to do that, trying to call that foul and get to that free throw line. I don't think we could ask for any more than what we're getting right here, though. 2 seconds. We've gone back and forth. And, you know, the last 6-7 seconds, we've gone back and forth on possessions.
Let's go to Andy Kindy real quick.
Yeah, Larry, I thought it was interesting when they went down, the head coach Mark Hagerman looked around and everybody kind of decided as a group which play they should run. And one thing I did notice, they want Casey Holman to get a seal, so look for her, number 25, to play a role. But one thing the head coach said, he said, quote, let's go win this sucker.
With 2.2, let's see if they can do it. 2-2, the inbounds pass into Booker. Booker, one dribble and a travel. Travel called by Booker, 0.8 seconds left. And a timeout now being called by Mike Herzberg. Herzberg with 0.8 left will take a timeout, which really is time for, you can catch and shoot in 0.8.
Yep, you can. I think it's at 0.3 you can do. So, but, you know, if you just look at what's happened in the last 11 seconds of this game, there's been a lot go on of back and forth possessions of people, oh, you think now they have possession, they can get a win, and then it changes over.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't want a DVD of this game. You can order it by going online to netnebraska.org, follow the props, or you can just give us a call at 800-868-1868. Either one, this is one of those games you're going to want a copy of for a long time to come. And especially these young ladies on the floor, they will want a copy of this game for years to come. So grandmas, grandpas, if you're not here, you might want to hop online and order them a DVD. They had decided to let it run out. So 2 overtime we go. 47 apiece, Norris and Northwest.
You know, you think of at one time it was 40-26. Look at what Northwest has done since that point, you know, of the game.
We are headed to overtime, all even at 47.
You know that NET is Nebraska's home for sports, bringing you over 200 hours of the best high school and college sports action you'll find anywhere. So join the Sports Partners Club now and make sure that you can always come home to NET Sports. Log on to netnebraska.org/sportspartners and support this outstanding team of sports journalists and production crew. You'll receive invitations to special experiences throughout the year, like tailgate events, the annual preseason Sports Partners Breakfast, and live audience editions of Big Red Wrap-Up. Go behind the scenes with Nebraska's home for sports and become part of a winning franchise. Join the NET Sports Partners Club.
So now we head to a 4-minute overtime, all even at 47, Norris and Northwest. And they're playing Beach Boys music in the arena. Nice, calming Beach Boys. Let's go over to Andy Kindig.
You know, if you're wondering if these teams have played overtime games, Norris has played once, and they beat Lincoln Pius the 10th in double overtime earlier this year. Northwest just one overtime game where they lost to Crete 71-63. But remember, Northwest outscored Norris 14-4 in that fourth quarter to get it to overtime.
The long tip went out. Booker with an opportunity, couldn't make it. And now Northwest's first opportunity here in this overtime period. They'll run some weave up top, looking for an opportunity to back cut. A lot of motion offense we've seen throughout the game from Northwest. It's what they run.
It is. They have their 4 guards doing kind of a weave up here, rolling. Now they're trying to get down low, Mackenzie Brown.
Great defensive play by Hannah Hofler. Hofler was trapped in the corner, but the steal by the senior Hannah Hofler. Alex Bryant will slow it down up top. A bit more of a deliberate approach for Norris as they'll look inside to Booker. On the drive along the baseline, shot just off. Mackenzie Brown with it. Mackenzie decides to take, kicks it outside, and a foul called on Hannah Hofler. And of course, Hofler says, I didn't touch it.
Here it is again, Mackenzie Brown making that drive in there to the basket.
Mackenzie Brown now at the line, 1 and 1. First one is good. Key free throw for the junior for Northwest. Mackenzie Brown averages 20 a game, 8 rebounds, 3-year starter, scored over 1,000 points this year, the first ever player in the Lady Viking basketball history to score 1,000.
Think about it, they've only been ahead twice. And what a better time to be ahead than in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Good defensive play by Kaylee Warner to deny the entry pass, tips it out of bounds. So 2:41 to go. The 2 free throws by Mackenzie Brown have given her 19 in the game and given Northwest a 2-point lead. Inbound underneath. Tipped by Booker, tipped away. Brown comes up with the loose ball.
Now Coach Herzberger is saying to slow down and be strong with the ball.
And now will Northwest get too patient? Knocked away. On the turnover, Hofler comes up with it. Hofler ahead to Bryant. Bryant off the glass and puts it in. So Alex Bryant with the basket, all even at 49. 2:10 to go. That was the first Norris field goal since there were 7:39 in the fourth. They had missed 7 consecutive shots. First Norris field goal since the 7:39 mark of the fourth period. That's more than 9 minutes of clock time. And the foul called on Mackenzie Brown. Thought she had the tie up, and she's called for the foul. That's 6 team fouls, so it does not put Northwest at the line yet. It's the 4th foul on Mackenzie Brown, which probably is more relevant at this point.
Yeah.
4 fouls for Mackenzie Brown. She cannot afford another one.
And you're going to know that Norris knows that, and they're going to try to take it right to her, whoever she is defending.
1:30 to go. Booker with it up top. Nearly the turnover, and Plackey got it. Plackey with the turnover, taken right back by Holen. And Holen on the end line turns it over. But what great hustle by Holen to prevent the easy layup by Plackey.
Yeah, it was, because here it is. Just barely steps out there. It was great hustle. She got back, did not let her have that 2 points on that layup.
You could see it in the replay. That right heel just nudged the line. Ball comes in to Northwest. All even at 49, both teams with 2 points here in this overtime period. 1 minute to go in OT. McKenzie drives in. Brown can't get it to go. It goes off of the Titans and stays with the Lady Vikes.
Now we're under a minute, so things are going to get really pressed here for both teams. Not to get excited, because they have plenty of time.
Tipped around, and the foul by Kaylee Warner. Inopportune, as that puts Northwest in the bonus. And now, puts Norris in the bonus, and now Norris will shoot 1 and 1.
There it was. There was a nice tip by Casey Holen on that inbounds pass.
So Alex Bryant, who has made the only bucket for Norris in the last 9 minutes of the game, actually make it the last 11 minutes now, goes to the free throw line. First one is off. Rebound by Warner. 50 seconds to go. Brown with it. Dribbles back up top to Plackey. Back to Plackey. Warner momentarily lost possession. You heard the heartbeats in the... Driving in is Brown. She loses it. Turnover. 20 seconds. Goes ahead to Bryant. Bryant drives in, and the foul on the shot. And that is the 5th foul on Morgan Westfall. Westfall picks up her 5th personal foul, and she will take a seat. And that will put Alex Bryant at the line to shoot 2 with 17.7 left.
You know, that's a tough call, because, you know, they can go down, make that layup. Now she's, you know, that's your Morgan's 5th foul, but also not giving them that 2-point and making her go to the free throw line to earn those points, to break the tie that it is right now at 49.
Big free throws for Alex Bryant. First one off the back of the rim. Cannot imagine the pressure here.
This is where, though, you tell your young kids to practice those free throws. They're going to come into play.
Holen got the rebound, puts it back up, tipped around, Holen again, and she's fouled. A travel before the foul. Holen is called for traveling before the foul. 13.2 to go, all even at 49, and a timeout by Mike Hersberg.
That was a great effort down there on the rebound and the putback. Again, you're down to 13 seconds. You've got to go for everything.
One more look at that last sequence. And you see off of the miss, Poland, great hustle, can't get it, gets her own rebound, and the travel, you saw the hop, the one hop right before the shot. It was a good call by the official.
It was a good call. It was a good call to see that.
Yep, right there. It's that hop right before. Official right there calls the travel. So with 13.2 left, the Lady Vikes now with their chance.
You know, and here they have plenty of time to bring the ball down. And, you know, you want to use your time because you don't want to give Norris a chance to get the ball back. You want to take your time down. You want to have a chance to get a second shot. However, you don't want to go shoot too quickly to give Norris a chance to have the ball.
And Norris has really excelled in these situations of denying the entry pass. We saw it late in the fourth before overtime, denying the entry pass, forcing the turnover. And Norris will deny again. Well, drop out of it. 10 seconds to go. 49 all. Mackenzie Brown has it in her hand. Kicks it outside. Three-pointer on the way is off. Loose ball tipped around. And it will end right there. We go to another overtime, all even at 49. Isn't this fun?
Wow, we've had both teams with chances here. Defense just not giving up, not letting the other team take that chance and take the lead.
Both teams with chances to put points on the board late. And now we head to overtime number 2. Click 4 minutes back on the clock. Shows 49-49 Northwest and Norris.
And you know, at halftime we talked about Northwest not having a very good field goal percentage. Well, I think this half now it has switched. Northwest has a great field goal percentage probably. Norris is down on their field goal percentage. So we've seen that change where in the, you know, as you look at the points, as I mentioned earlier, at one time it was 40 to 26 and then it was 40 to 29. Well, right now that means that Northwest scored 20 points to only Norris's 9 points.
Right. Let's go over to Andy Kendi, who's been creeping on the Northwest huddle.
Call me a stalker. I've been just hanging out over by the Northwest huddle. Mike Hertzberg, you know, that was the look they wanted. They wanted Mackenzie Brown to create, and they really had a nice shot there. They just couldn't convert. His message was 4 more minutes, and one of the things we really have to watch for is Mackenzie Brown. You know, she has 4 fouls, and she really has to stay in this ball game for the Vikings to succeed. But only 4 points collectively in that first overtime, guys. And I say first overtime.
And Andy, we call you a creeper in the best possible meaning. So 49 all. Northwest controls, and great point made by Andy in that 4 fouls on Mackenzie Brown, likely why she did not dive into the huddle after that loose ball.
Yeah, it was a good idea that she stayed back.
3-pointer on the way. Got it! Big shot from the outside by Katie Plackey. Ice water in the veins and nails it. Not afraid to take it now with a 3-point lead for Northwest.
And as Coach Hersberg's yelling again, just back off, just stay back. Make those turnovers happen on their own.
Now they will slow it up top. Three minutes to go here in the second overtime of the Class B state championship game. And a quick timeout called by Mike Hersberg as the ball was tied up along the baseline. So Katie Plackey stepped up and buries the 3. The 3-pointer is hit.
Coach Herzberg said, you know, that she can shoot the threes, she can drive, she can rebound, having a great year. Well, what a great time to put a 3 in for her in the state finals in the double overtime and put your team ahead by 3 with just under 3 minutes left.
Join us 1 week from today as NET Sports presents the 2013 NSAA Boys State Basketball Tournament live from right here at the Bob in Lincoln. We'll have all 6 title games for you with all of the color, all of the excitement of state tournament time. So be with us right here next Saturday for NSAA Boys State Basketball exclusively on NET television, because we are Nebraska's home for sports. Let's take one more look back at that last bucket by the Lady Vikes. Right in the corner without hesitation. Plackey puts it up. The bench goes crazy. Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
Yeah, Larry, I was just in the Norris huddle, and Mark Hageman said something very poignant. He said, 2:57 left, ladies. This is our season. Let's make it happen. They need a stop, and he wants to stop right here.
This is the first ever overtime game in Class B. First ever Class B overtime game in the state championship. And we believe it might be the first double overtime game. At least as we quickly look through the record books. The foul will put Mackenzie Brown at the line.
A good drive by Mackenzie Brown, taking it in there, hoping to draw that foul, put her at the free throw line.
First one up and good by Brown, extends that lead to 4 now. 53-49, 2:40 to go. 21 points on the night for Mackenzie Brown.
A big factor here for her is not to get that 5th foul. She's got to stay back.
Hofler drives in, now kicks it back up top. Boland back to Hofler, inside.
You know, Kaylee Warner has done a great job in there. There's a little size difference there, but she has fought hard there against Booker.
So inbound underneath. They'll kick it back up top.
You know, we talked about at one point when it was 40-26. Also, Norris was ahead 43-33 at one time. Since then, Northwest has been on a 21-6 drive. As we talked about again, their shooting percentage has gone up at the right time for Coach Herzberg.
And another timeout called on the floor. The largest lead in the game, the Norris Titans led it by 14 points. And as you said, at the end of the third, it was a 10-point advantage by Norris, 43-33, and that's when all of a sudden Northwest hit a bank shot. It was Katie Plackey who went off the back of the wall from up top, sank the 3, and it really gave them some momentum. Plackey then hit another one. Westfall, who's now fouled out, hit another 3-pointer. I want to remind you, there's still one more state championship to go. Class D1 is coming up. St. Mary's Cardinals take on the Pender Pendragons. That's coming up at the conclusion of this game. So if you're just tuning in and saying, well, I thought I was watching the D1 title game. Oh, no. We are in double overtime of the Class B state championship. 2:01 to go in the second overtime. 54-49. Northwest on top.
You know, you talk about momentum, poise, all those different kinds of things. It certainly has been a huge momentum swing for Northwest. They've been able to, you know, keep their poise here. Norris also doing the same, you know, not getting frustrated, staying right in there. Right now, Northwest has to find a way to just hold on to that basketball.
So the timeout called by Herzberg. Northwest with the ball and a 4-point lead. They pick up full court, and a foul called on Bridget Booker. So I believe that's Booker's 4th personal foul. 10th team foul on Norris, and that puts the Lady Vikes in the double bonus. So every foul now, the Vikings will shoot 2. Largest lead of the game for Northwest at 55-49. Mackenzie Brown now with 23 points on the night. And now it's a 7-point advantage with 1:50 to go. 3 on the way by the freshman. Ehrman is off, rebound. Right back into Booker. And then the turnover. .130 to go. Brown with it up top. At the point now where they're going to have to start fouling. And the foul does come. If that was Holen, it is her 5th. And it was Kylie Holen picking it up. And Kylie Holen will exit with 5 fouls.
And you know, right now, this is what Northwest wants. Mackenzie Brown has been to the free throw line, made her free throws. They want to consistently have her have the ball, keep her at the free throw line as long as she's making those.
Brown knocks that down, and you have to feel a bit for Norris. They shot so well in that first half, and now all of a sudden have just gone cold, and it's really just not knocking down the shots. They are one of their last 13 field goals over the last 15 minutes. 1 of 13 over the last 15. Booker looks inside. She'll take the 3-pointer. That's off the back of the rim. And a quick foul on Plackey will put Plackey at the line.
You know, unfortunately, that can happen, as we talked about earlier. You just, even when you're not shooting well, you have to keep shooting. And that's when Northwest came out the second half, and things started falling for them.
Emma Ehrman picks up that foul, so the foul on Ehrman will put Plackey at the line. Free throw good. And we're seeing very similar result to what happened last night. 21 of 24 again from the free throw line was Northwest down the stretch in their win over Seward. Tonight, they are 17 of 23.
Oh.
Hard contact. And the foul was called on Mackenzie Brown. So Mackenzie Brown has fouled out of the game. Mackenzie Brown and her 25 points will take a seat, but she's put them in a good position with 1:04 left. Scoring not the issue now, it's protecting the ball.
It really is right now, and you know, they have some other ball handlers in there right now. The thing is, Mackenzie Brown had 5 points at halftime. She had, I think, 1 3 and a free throw, maybe 2 free throws.
Yeah.
She came out that second half and really shot the ball well. It wasn't always an outside shot. She posted up a lot down low.
Warner will bring it up against the press. Fights through the pressure. Warner will just try to play keep away for the last 48 seconds. And the foul against Emma Ehrman will send Shelby Shocker to the line. Shocker, good free throw shooter, great 3-point shooter off the bench. Shocker 1 of 2 here in the game from the free throw line. That's a bit long. And what Norris needs to get back into it. Plackey swats it away. Norris ball. .40 seconds to go. They don't mind giving up the 3. They just don't want to foul if you're Grand Island. Good drive. Nice, smart take by Bridget Booker. So Booker takes the 2, and they cut that lead now to 9 with 29 seconds to go. Well, the first overtime, we saw a total of 4 points. In this second overtime, it's been a bit different.
It has been. Here's another good drive by Bucher. You know, she did that a lot the first half. We didn't see it as much on the inside the second half, but she has had a great game here for the last game of the state tournament for her.
Second overtime, we've seen 17 points. First overtime, there were just 4 between the two teams, and the 17, once again, you point to Katie Plackey and that three-pointer that gave them a 3-point lead. Maybe gave them a little breathing room, loosened them up a little bit. I'm talking about the Lady Vikes here. And then the Titans have been forced to foul just to try to stay in it, and Northwest has sank the free throws.
Yeah, they have, and as we talked about before, that can make, you know, a huge difference. And hopefully, you know, all those young players out there are watching and seeing how those free throws can make a difference in a ball game. Not only, a lot of times we say at the end of a game, but it's always throughout the game. You talked about how they shot 21 free throws yesterday. That's a lot of points to get at the free throw line.
Thrown in off the foot of Elizabeth Amon.
And one of the things that's here, the Vikings do not have a timeout left. So they've got to take care of the basketball.
Quick pass into Warner. Warner is fouled right away, and Kaylee Warner now will go to the line. They will come down to free throws for the Vikings. If they can sink their free throws at the line, they'll walk home with the title. If not, the Titans have an opportunity to get back in. Second free throw is good. Lead back now to 10. Three on the way is off. Warner with the rebound, and she's fouled right away by Alex Bryant. So with 15-8 to go, it'll be Warner back at the line again. Warner, a 2-year starter on this Lady Vikes team. She's had 15 points here at the state tournament. That just rolls off the front end of the rim. She has 5 tonight.
And you know, one thing that happened, and we were talking about for just 2 minutes there in the fourth quarter, Northwest just came alive with their offense all of a sudden, making it a big momentum change, which now we're seeing at the very end is going to give them a state championship.
3-point on the way from Holan is off. And that should do it. 3, 2, 1. And the Northwest Lady Vikes have knocked off the Norris Titans and win a state championship, their first since 1982. It's been 30 years in the waiting, and the Northwest Lady Vikes take home the state basketball championship. A remarkable double overtime game finds Northwest coming out on top 62-51. The Vikes are the state champs. We'll be back for the medal and trophy presentations.
Behind the Outlet. Nebraska Public Power District is passionate about preserving and restoring Nebraska's resources. Whether rescuing fish during canal repair work, protecting avian species on the Platte River, or complying with all environmental standards at our power generating facilities, we actively balance our environmental responsibilities with meeting Nebraska's ever-changing energy needs. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
At the Aurora Cooperative, we're continually driven by what's next in agriculture. So we're dedicated to being your first resource for world-class agronomy, grain storage and marketing, high-performance feeds, and energy. Driven by our vision to be financially strong, innovative, independent, locally owned. You're driven by the opportunities that exist. We're driven to help you make the most of them, now and for the next generation. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
NET Sports coverage of the 2013 NSAA State Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By the Aurora Cooperative, innovative, financially strong, committed to the communities we serve. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities. And by Time Warner Cable, inspiring young people to build the skills they need in science, technology, engineering, and math to become the problem solvers of tomorrow. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, the Nets are coming down. It took 2 overtimes, but the Lady Vikes of Northwest outlasted the Norris Titans 62-51. And now for the sportsmanship presentation, let's go to our public address announcer, Doc Weiniger.
The Nebraska Coaches Association, the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association, and the Nebraska School Activities Association are proud to support the positive aspects of high school athletics. Good sportsmanship is a key factor in our philosophy, and at this time we are pleased to present the Class B Sportsmanship Award. The trophies are graciously donated by Awards Unlimited, and the Sportsmanship Award program is underwritten by the Nebraska Independent College Foundation. Making the presentation are Nancy Kindig Malone of Fillmore Central High School, representing the Nebraska Coaches Association. Jack Tarr of Malcolm High School, representing the Nebraska State Athletic Administrators Association. Jay Beller of Battle Creek High School, representing the Nebraska School Activities Association. And Dr. Brian Friedrich, president of Concordia University, representing the Nebraska Independent College Foundation. The Class B Sportsmanship Award winner is Norris High School. Receiving the award are Norris students and staff. Congratulations, Norris High School. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green, NSAA Board of Directors Dr. Brian Maher from Kearney High School, Wendy Hendricks from Lincoln East High School, and U.S. Bank Representative Yvonne Looney. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up Norris High School. Will head coach Mark Hagerman and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 10, Kelly DeBoer. Number 12, Emma Ehrman. Number 14, Maddie Gable. Number 21, Mackenzie Allen. Number 22, Cassie Dauber. Number 30, Andrea Jameson. Number 32, Shaylina Brown. Number 34, Elizabeth Eamon. Number 42, Corey Baird. Number 11, Alex Bryan. Number 20, Hannah Hofler. Number 25, Casey Holland. Number 35, Kylie Holland. And number 40, Bridget Booker.
Congratulations, okay. I'm very proud of you.
And now, all of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Norris High School. And now, to the champions. First, head coach Mike Herzberg, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 4, Rachel Finney. Number 20, Hannah Rathke. Number 21, Laura Springer. Number 24, Alyssa Fisher. Number 25, Erin Schleicher. Number 31, Ali Beckman. Number 32, Kennedy Keyser. Number 35, Shelby Shocker. Number 44, Aubrey Fisher. Number 3, Kaylee Warner. Number 10, Katie Plackey. Number 12, Aaron Sorahan. Number 23, Mackenzie Brown. Number 33, Morgan Westfall. And now, for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2013 Class B NSAA Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Northwest High School.
And congratulations to Northwest. In the same year in which the girls volleyball team wins the state championship, the basketball team takes home the title as well. And if you're Diane Rose, you're thinking all of a sudden I have some competition for mind share at Northwest High School because the girls basketball team just won a state championship. So those are the victors. Norris Titans finish with a 19-7 record and the runner-up trophy, and Andy Kindy is with the head coach Mark Hagerman.
All right, thank you very much, Larry, with the head coach. Coach, I know this is not the place you want to be at this time, but what happened there down the stretch?
Well, it's just one of the, they were put lots of pressure on us, obviously, and we didn't take care of the basketball like we should have. Mm-hmm. And they limited our opportunities for even getting shots off, and that was critical.
There was a time where you had your chances down the stretch, though, even after the great comeback. But you do have to give credit to Northwest. They played real well.
Yeah, give GI Northwest lots of credit. You know, they're down. They come back, kind of like what we've done the last couple of games that we've been here in the tournament. Got some free throws, had some turnovers in critical situations there. But I'm very proud of our girls. Mm-hmm. You know, they've had a nice run here. And, yeah, everybody wants to win the gold. Just wasn't in us today. And but I'm still proud of our team there.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you tell your girls? It's a life lesson here that, you know, sometimes you get knocked down, but you got to get back up, right?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. And I think when they're away from basketball here in about another month or so, I think they will reflect back that it was a great run, good season. It hurts. It should hurt now. But it's one of those things, like you say, it's a life lesson where you got to overcome adversity once in a while, and this is one of those times.
And perhaps for the kids coming back, this will plant the seed to even work harder in the offseason, correct?
Yeah, and that's what we talked to them here just real briefly is remember the feeling here. this is where we want to be again next year and be on the other side of the locker room there. So
we'll do the interview a little later next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That'd
sounds
be great.
good. All right, Coach, thank you very much. The Norris Titans still with a terrific season, 19-7. Larry?
All right, Andy, thanks very much. Congratulations to the Titans on an outstanding season and to the victors who raised the trophy, the Northwest Lady Vikings, winning the girls' state championship. We'll be back with highlights, stats, and you'll hear from the champs later on.
Get involved in high school activities. For winter and spring championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
You know, many years ago when I was about 8 years old, I got the opportunity to watch a box turtle behind my house lay her eggs. And watching that turtle go through all that effort, it just piqued my curiosity and I wanted to learn more and read more. My entire job is science. I want children to get connected with science and utilize the technology and the engineering abilities, because each one of us has the ability to change the world.
To find out what you can do to inspire a young person, visit connectamillionminds.com.
NET Sports coverage of the 2013 NSAA State Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes, and by the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, putting a wrap on the Class B State Championship. What a game that was. I mean, Norris with the lead throughout, and then late in the fourth, here comes Northwest. They send it into overtime. Then we go to a double overtime where Northwest really takes charge, 6 free throws down the stretch, and the Lady Vikings win the school's first state championship since 1982. Here, look at the numbers, Trudy.
Yeah, you know, if you look at it at halftime, we were talking about how, you know, Norris was shooting so well at 50% and Northwest was at 26%. Well, it did a little bit of a change, and that little bit of change can make a huge difference. And if you look at the 3 points, you know, Northwest had 7 3-pointers, and you talked about earlier 2 of those by Katie Plocky that were key 3-pointers to get that momentum swinging in their way. And then if you look at the free throws, they were 19 for 29. Very similar last night, made 21 of 24. Very good at the free throw line. All of those factors. But the main key is they did not give up. Even when they were 14 down, which was late in the game, they came back. They, you know, had confidence in themselves that their shots were going to fall at the right time, and they did for Northwest.
7:49 left in the game. It was Norris leading by 12. 45-33. Oh, the last 7:49 of the game and the 8-minute 2 overtime periods, Northwest outscored Norris 29-6 during that 15 minutes and 49 seconds. Clearly, that was the difference. So when we come back, we'll hear from the champs, the Lady Vikes from Northwest will be with us when we come back to the Devaney Sports Center. Stay with us.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
What inspired me to pursue a career in technology was the fact that I have kids. We need the internet. They wouldn't be able to do any of their research without it. It's really important for our children to think science and technology is important. I believe that all kids should look towards technology because that's where the world is going. Get involved in all of the science activities because all of that experience can lead you a long way.
To find out what you can do to inspire a young person, visit connectamillionminds.com.
We played extra basketball, but it was well worth it. Northwest, the Vikings hold on to win 62-51. They are your Class B champions over the Norris Titans. Standing here with the winning head coach, Mike Hertzberg. And Coach, you guys are down 12 early in the fourth quarter. How do you keep your kids positive?
Well, they've just been an absolute privilege to be a part of. I'm a small part of a great group of kids, and from day one we said to believe in each other, and that's what we've done. We've believed in each other. We've picked each other up when we needed picked up, and they're a great group of competitors. And when we were down and it looked like we were knocked out, we just kept battling, and that's all you can ask for. I said, be the greatest competitor you can be the greatest teammate you can be, and hopefully when it's over we'll be on top. And fortunately it worked out our way. You had a chance to pack it in. No question. And yet you guys willed yourself back in it. You guys finished the game on a 29-6 run. That was absolutely incredible. What do you credit that to? Well, just our togetherness and our toughness. I mean, we have a tough group of girls, and honestly, we were down at halftime. When I got in the locker room, I said, gals, I feel good about it, because they played very well. They shot it well. The loose balls, everything was going their way, and I knew we could score in a hurry because we've got 4 guards and a post, that can score, and so we just kept battling, and then it kind of, we had a great first play, and then they came back with the play, and so they didn't make it easy. But we just all believe in each other, and we picked up each other and made the plays, and then we got to the free throw line. Mackenzie Brown's a great shooter, and so she was able to stretch the lead in overtime. 1982, long time ago. That was the last time Northwest won the gold trophy. You weren't even a teenager yet, nor was I. What does this mean to the community and the school? Well, obviously, anytime you win a state championship at any school, at any level, it's a great thing. And when you go on that type of a dry spell or whatever you want to call it, it makes it extra special. So, I'm a very small part of it, and it's just, I'm happy for all the Northwest Vikings and everybody that's been involved from 1982 to before that to, to this group of people now. So, I'm just thrilled for the kids because that's why you do it. You coach for the kids, and this is kind of bonus, but I'm lucky to be a part. And this is becoming a Hertzberg family tradition. Your father won a state championship as a high school coach. Now you have. How about that? And he's here today. Well, it's just, I grew up in the gym, went to practices from the time I was about 5. Mom took me there, and it's just all worked out. But, we're just very blessed and privileged to be a part of it because it's not easy. And so we're happy that it kind of came true, and we'll just celebrate with all the Northwest Vikings. Well, congratulations. You got 2 young sons there to carry on their tradition after their playing days are over. Congratulations. Northwest High School 25-3, the state champions. We're going to talk to a couple of the Viking stars coming up in a bit. The Vikings, your Class B state champions, 62-51, a winner over Norris.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
When we transform Nebraska corn into ethanol, it doesn't disappear from the food supply. It just takes a little detour. Ethanol is made from the starch. The rest of the corn becomes livestock feed to create meat and dairy products, corn oil, sweetener, and other food ingredients, and maybe a little carbon dioxide to make your soft drinks fizzy. Homegrown ethanol helps satisfy America's hunger for energy and the world's appetite for feed and food. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
Northwest, your champion in Class B. They win 62-51 over the Norris Titans. It took them 2 overtimes to do it, but they will take it. They are holding the gold trophy. We are here with some of the stars. We're going to start with Mackenzie Brown, who is absolutely brilliant today. 25 points, 6 rebounds. Mackenzie, Well, how did that happen? When you guys are down 12, how did you guys stay upbeat and stuck with the plan?
We just really kept our cool, and I think with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we knew we didn't want to lose, and we just really got a fire under our butts, and we were just like, we are going to get this done. Like, we are not going to lose. And we just went out there with renewed motivation, and we just sunk a couple of shots, and we ended up tying it up and taking it to overtime.
Did you think you guys proved a point today? Not only today, but maybe this weekend that you guys can play and at the championship level?
I think we definitely proved to everyone that we're probably one of the top teams out there, and just beating Seward was one of our goals too, and they're a top team, so we just really proved ourselves.
We're looking at some of your highlights. Last night you said you were in a zone. You scored 18 of your 20 in the second half last night. Tonight you scored 20 in the second half in overtime. Were you in that same type of zone today, or was it more of a grinder?
I think it was just coming out that second half. I knew I had to get stuff done, and so whether it was driving and kicking to my teammates or scoring myself, we had to get it done, and we did in the end.
All right, congratulations. We're going to hand off the trophy. Let's bring it to your teammates. Let's go. All right, Morgan Westfall, come on in. She's a senior. Morgan, let me ask you this. You're holding the gold trophy. First school trophy like this since 1982. What does that feel like?
It's amazing, and to do it with these girls beside me and the coaches that we had, it's just like an amazing feeling, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
When you guys start the season, obviously everybody talks about coming to Lincoln and winning a state championship, but when did you guys truly believe that this could be a reality?
I mean, we had a lot of confidence coming into the season because of the state championship we won in volleyball, and so we kind of just fed off that and kept going and had confidence in each other.
Yeah, you can look at yourself. You're on television. You're making shots left and right. When you guys were down in that fourth quarter, did you ever think that maybe you could pull this off? You never gave up.
I mean, I think we all had a little bit of nervousness inside us, but we just kept believing and never gave up.
That's outstanding. And what do you do to celebrate?
I don't know. I had to go play club volleyball this weekend.
Oh,
so
no, that sounds like a party. Club volleyball. All right, here, let's pass off the big trophy. Here comes Kaylee Werner. She's a senior. Kaylee, congratulations. What does this mean to you to win a state championship with some of your best friends?
It means the world to me. We've done it twice this year, and it feels amazing.
We talked about volleyball and what that mentality brings from volleyball to basketball. Is there something to be said playing in big games in volleyball and yet carrying over that poise to the basketball court?
Winning volleyball gave us a lot of confidence this year, so coming into basketball, we had a lot of fire and just knew that we could do this.
How about Mackenzie? She's sitting over there. What kind of game did she have today, and what kind of tournament did she have?
She had an amazing game and an amazing tournament like she always does every game, and she likes to play as a team just like we do.
So you look at yourself and you say, my senior class, we won the state championship. What kind of legacy have you left as a senior class on the Vikings as a whole?
I'd have to say we gave a legacy of never give up. We always fight until the end.
That's outstanding. And your state championship.
Yep.
You're a state champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, state champions. Northwest, the Vikings win 62-51, wrapping up the Class B championship over Norris. Larry and Trudy will be back with a final word in a minute.
Texting, turn it off. If driving isn't worth your full attention, what is? A safety reminder from your Nebraska Department of Roads.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Behind the Outlet, Nebraska Public Power District is exploring solutions to energy challenges today and tomorrow. Teaming with UNL, we are researching irrigation and energy efficiencies, ethanol and byproducts for livestock feed, renewable energy and clean air technologies. We are committed to providing Nebraskans with affordable, sustainable energy while investing in innovation for generations to come. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
NET Sports coverage of the 2013 NSAA State Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable, inspiring young people to build the skills they need in science, technology, engineering, and math to become the problem solvers of tomorrow. And by the Nebraska Corn Board and Nebraska's corn farmers, growing more with less through sustaining innovation at nebraskacorn.org. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, wrapping up the Class B State Championship. The Lady Vikes of Northwest in Grand Island knock off the Norris Titans for the state championship, the first state title for the Northwest Lady Vikes since 1982. And actually, we had stopping by our booth here the coach from that 1982 team, and he wanted to pass along all of his congratulations to the entire community and these Northwest ladies who he was headed back to say hi to, and congratulations. So certainly a big moment for the Northwest, the community, coming off a state volleyball championship and now a basketball title. And if I think about one comment, Trudy, at the end that when Andy was interviewing, it's, you know, what's your legacy? What do you leave behind? And it's that of never giving up. And if there's one thing they did not do in this game, it's give up.
They certainly did not. You know, we've talked about they were down by 14 at one point. They pushed themselves back defensively and offensively. And, you know, all the girls, they're athletes. They're not just basketball players. You know, they talked about volleyball as well. So they know what it's like to compete and what you have to do. And as you talk to those girls on almost all interviews today, and you ask them what they're going to be doing, they're either going to the volleyball court or the basketball court right away tomorrow. Not a day to rest. But you know what? That's why they're here. They love it. They love the game. They love to practice. They love to keep playing it.
That's the other takeaway, I think, is that, you know, for years, Northwest has been a volleyball school. Diane Rose has done such a terrific job there, and finally winning the state championship this year after multiple years of coming up just short. And so I said, you know, she may be competing now for some mind share with the basketball team. And what's the first thing that Morgan Westphal says? I'm headed to play volleyball. So maybe Diane's feeling very comfortable with what her teams are going to do in the offseason. But it's that dedication year-round to your craft, to your sport, to getting better, to wanting to improve that allows teams to get to this point here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
Yeah, and you know, give credit to Norris as well. They came into the state tournament, played 2 good games. They played Gretna, who they've played many times this year, and then they had to come in the semifinals and play Beatrice, which is a top-rated team. They've played them before this year as well, and they hung tight in both of those games coming out. Today, just a change of events for them on the opposite way. But they played a good game today as well, and should be very proud of coming in and getting that runner-up trophy as well.
And you were keeping track of this, but Northwest got in via the wild card? Northwest got in. So another team.
No.
They did not.
No.
Okay. So that's why I asked.
Sorry. No, they did not. I'm sorry.
No, that's right.
Norris did.
Norris, yes.
But not Northwest.
Right.
Yes.
So here's a look at what's coming up next in Class D1. The Cardinals from St. Mary's out of O'Neill taking on the Pendragons of Pender. That's coming up next. The D1 State Championship, St. Mary's and Pender, coming up next on NET Sports. Once again, congratulations to the Lady Vikes of Northwest, Class B State Champions.